On December 12th of 2022, Tekken 7 finally reached 10 million units sold worldwide, while the Tekken series reaches 54 million altogether. Now, you might not know the impact of Tekken and the impact it is currently having on the industry and the fighting game community. I think there's a hidden demon in the room, and so many people are underrating that devil gin for fighting games is within the Tekken series, waiting to explode. Now, you're probably wondering, Yaya, why are you talking about sales so early on? Why are these sales monumental for Tekken? Number one, Tekken 7 is now higher in the top 10 most popular fighting games sold on the planet, and it is currently cementing its number 6 spot over Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. This means Tekken 7 alone has the chance to surpass both Mortal Kombat X and 11 if it garnishes another 3 million units sold. This is when I realized Tekken 8 could potentially change fighting games forever in a strong way. Think about this. Tekken 7 has been a thing since 2015 in Japan, and everywhere else somewhere around 2017. Tekken 7 has literally been around and managed to stay at a high and growing for over 8 years. That is a feat, a hall of fame within the fighting game community. To put into perspective, and I really hate to use Steam charts because it's stupid, but it gives us something to look at, okay? Compared to every other fighting game, it's the most played fighting game on Steam without crossplay, and it manages over 5k plus players at a time. Now, that's nothing in the grand scheme of video games. I mean, if you look up at the most competitive games right now, League of Legends right now, based on playertracker.com, they have 2 million players, and Fortnite has 3 million at the time of this video. Me personally, I don't care how many people are on the game. Heck, I just want healthy queue times when I'm not sitting for more than 3 hours waiting and when we're not having to use a dang Discord to play. To me, that's when the game is really dead online, at least. Then I thought about it. Tekken has also been proven that there is still a market for 3D fighting games. I've said this multiple times. We need more 3D fighting games on the market. Stuff different, man. We know Street Fighter 6 is going to push the fighting game genre again in many ways people don't expect. Then there's the giant coming, the Titan form, Project Dale, which will most likely prove there is a market for free-to-play fighting games besides Brawlhalla and... sorry, multiverses, but hopefully you come back too. However, this is where Tekken can beat both Project Dale and Street Fighter 6 right now and in the future. Graphics. Tekken 8 is the most beautiful, realistic fighting game that is coming out that we know of right now. We know NRS is going to be up there as well, but NRS for me personally got to prove themselves at the MK11 because
it's been a lot of shit.
Many people will not say it, but if the game looks kind of childish to them, they're not going to play it, they claim, unless fear of missing out hits them. That's kind of why Street Fighter 6 is even using the RE engine. I mean, be honest, let's be real. Resident Evil looks beautiful right now. Like the peak it's ever been for the series. And I'll say even Tekken 8, at least it's beautiful to me, both in gameplay and the story mode trailers we've seen. We can argue another day before someone in the comments gets pitsy like,
oh, Street Fighter lost his identity though.
I think Tekken graphics are very important not only for fighting games but the industry altogether. For me, it tells me why we are really evolving, and I've always thought Tekken has been one of the best looking fighting games constantly since Tekken 3 to now, at least in my personal opinion. Tekken 7 from a visual standpoint, since the beginning of the PS4, looks better than most, or if not as good as every other PS4 or Xbox game, even throughout that console generation to me. But you know, graphics ain't everything. Gameplay is very important when it comes to fighting games. And then there's other things that make people want to play these games besides the whole stigma of just doing one thing. Hey, you watching this video, you this far in the video, and you haven't hit the subscribe button. I would love if y'all subscribe. It's gonna get lit. Now let's return back to the video. So there's 3 things Tekken 8 needs to succeed. There's 3. Good netcode, which we got confirmation that Ari, the team that is behind the Fighting EX Later God tier rollback, will be working alongside Tekken for the netcode developments of Tekken 8 and updating Tekken 7's online infrastructure. So I expect a rollback beta test or some major update or announcement about the netcode in 2023 or somewhere early in 2024, something like that. for Tekken 7 at least. Single player content. Now, Tekken 7 single player content is okay, but it ain't perfect, you feel me? Like the inclusion of Tekken Bowl is done, it was done cool, but the customization was the weakest in the series with Tekken 7. There's a lot of issues that they had compared to Tekken 6, and don't get me started on how raw Tekken Tag Tournament 2's was. My biggest thing about the customization in Tekken 7 is that the painting system is terrible. You cannot set a gradient on your colors, which you could do in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. The actual color system is also hidden behind the triangle button, which I've only noticed after playing for a recent time. And it's just some of the controls for customization is very weird altogether. I could go deeper into that in another video, but we'll talk about that another day. Hit subscribe for more if you want to see stuff like that. And my last hot take, legit has to be crossplay. If the game doesn't have crossplay, I'm gonna be pissed off a little bit. I always hate it, and I have a video on this channel, again, talk about why I dislike the idea of fighting games not having crossplay, because I have to double dip, because one of my homies want to buy the game on Switch, or some platform I barely use, but I want to play with my homies, and I don't want to get into it. It makes no sense for Tekken 8 not to have crossplay. If it doesn't come out at launch, cool, but if it gets confirmation down the road that it cool, we with it, right? Tekken 8 is only going to be on current gen consoles, which are PS5, Xbox Series S and X, and PC and Steam. I know everybody's hyping up Street Fighter 6 and Project Dale and whatever NRS could be doing, but I don't see anybody really hyping up the idea that Tekken could be another big hit within fighting games in the next generation of gaming. The fact that Tekken has this style to it that no other game can really ever copy, and so many games that try it, kind of weird to me in a way. It's kind of beautiful, and it helps it stand out compared to all the other fighting games coming out recently. Street Fighter 6 could be classified as 2D, 2.5D. Project Dale is a tag fighter that is 2.5D. You know, NRS is probably gonna be another 2.5D fighting game. But Tekken having its own lane and being different could come off in a very positive manner for a lot of other people. And let's say if Tekken 8 doesn't do what I think it will do for the future of fighting games or just the genre in general, I think it might end up being almost the top 3 best-selling Tekken games period out of all the franchise. If I'm not mistaken, that goes to Tekken 7 now and Tekken 3. And I think this game can do a lot for the next generation of video games. And this is why I think Tekken 8 has the potential to change fighting games forever. That being said, if you enjoyed the little discussion, do you agree, do you disagree with something I said here? Comment down below. Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe and turn the bell on so you'll never forget to upload. Next video is probably going to be an Octopath Traveler video. This is a fighting game and a JRPG channel, so you already know what you got to do. And remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalor, peace, and I'm out.
I've been the devil, I need me an arc in the water. My breathing, I'm feeling like Tanjiro. Walking this bitch with a sound pop, while she rock it, I keep me a domino. Bitch, on my dip, man, I feel like Kazaki. Stretching that pussy out like it's Pilates. I'm snatching the soul like right out of a body. Fire, I'm spitting, I'm feeling like Dobby. White bitch, blonde hair, looking like Lucy. She from Kyoshi, I paint her face Suki.